Hello, welcome to the grand reopening of Unframed Art Gallery, now located at 2300 West 4th Street, second floor of the Marketplace. We are here with 6 fantastic artists from Delaware, Jersey, Philadelphia, and right here in the city of Chester, Pennsylvania. You can come and talk with some of the artists, get their perspective on why they did the art that they did. But if you can't make it tonight, you can come and visit me every day, Monday through Saturday, at the CAAT Center. Just come check me out during the week. And if you see something you like, I work with your pocket. So again, we just thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting our artists. And just keep a lookout for Unframed Art Gallery, because we're going to be doing some magnificent things.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, the Art Monster, Kenneth Hunt. I'm here at the CAAT Center, Art Unframed. This piece that you're looking at right here, it's All Eyes on Me. So I gave it the name All Eyes on Me because I created a piece with a bunch of eyes all over it. The theory behind it was I was talking about the fact of when you become dedicated and elevate yourself in your craft or whatever it is that you do, you know, you get a set of eyes that are put on you. You got the eyes that are there to see you progress, and they're happy to see the movements that you make, but you also get another set of eyes on you waiting to see if you fall, if you break, what you crumble to, if you are who you say you are, you know? So some days I like to do things different. So when I created this, the theory behind it was that, you know, people sometimes assume they know what I'm going to do with my next painting. You know, some of the people that watch you. So I had to do this one for the watchers. Just trying to create something that had a meaning behind it, but I let everybody else take their meaning to it. These right here are things that me and my brother Sam have been working on. And it's something also that, so what happened was a guy named Aaron McClary, I don't know, famous photographer guy, he turned me on to these sculptures he was making with the 3D printer. Me and Sam started taking the idea of what they do with AI images and 3D printed and digital images and said, what if we reversed it? Some people use AI or digital stuff to make their regular art. I decided to take my regular art and infuse it into digital art. And that's where a lot of these things came from. These are already original paintings that I've done. And then through my iPad with my little pencil and everything else, I figured out how to 3-dimensional them. And then my next step after this wasn't even the final step. These are really just mock-ups of different images that I've done. But then the next step has been obtaining a digital printer, which I did do, a 3D printer, and now making toy figures and stuff like that. So.
My name is Aisha Hudson. I'm 29 years old, and I'm an artist, creative all the way around. I cook, I have a podcast, I bake, I make clothes, everything. If you name it, I do it. I make slippers, I do a lot of everything. This is my painting. It's called Aggravated Beauty. It's because I went through a lot in my life. I have type 1 diabetes. That's what my podcast is about. I just did episode 2, so that's on the rise. But this just explains like a lot of things that I went through in my journey, just experiencing how I feel and what I went through. And that's why I came up with Aggravated Beauty, because through all of that, I'm still beautiful inside and out. And this is just what I created.
Hey everyone, I'm down here at the art show at 2300 West 4th Street. Okay, Greg Irvin here, down here just getting inspired. I'm down here supporting the artists, and I'm really having a great time. There's a lot of great artwork, a lot of good energy around here. Some pieces are getting sold, so you got to come on down here and get some. So I'm just out here supporting the artists, capturing some images, preserving some images from this, and really having a good time.
Of course, I'm a fan of music. I think everybody knows that. I think only thing I might love a little more than music is black women. So it was definitely inspired. I was listening to Lauryn Hill actually, and she hit it on the nose. But it just just sparked something, man. I said, man, I need something that's like got that fine line in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Represent both, you know, the black woman and also live instrumentation. Cause I think it's some of the, you know, most unique and rawest form of art there is. You know, ever listening to live music, you know what I'm saying? So.
Is this an afro that's behind?
That is an afro.
Oh, man.
That is an afro. That is like authentic afro. You know what I'm talking about? This thing right here is cocoa butter and you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, that's Aisha, man. Aisha K. Make sure y'all check her out, man. One of the dopest artists I know. Oh man, Black Love, man. Black Love. There you go. Soul Ties, man. I think we out here searching for the right one. You know, that one that your soul connects with, man. That's basically what this represents, man. You know what I'm saying? How a man and a woman should be. Then, you know, on the opposite side, this here, it looks like a peaceful piece, right? Gotta pay, sometimes people miss the details. You gotta pay attention to the details, man. It looked peaceful, man, when that woman sitting there frown. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a representation of, man, when sometimes we think as men, we think we're doing the right thing, but we don't understand how much we may be hurting our women, hurting our family, and our relationship by our decisions that we make, you know, just trying to follow the norms of what society say a man is supposed to be. You know, so just because everything looks good on the home front don't mean it is. Communicate with your partner, talk to your partner, make sure y'all on the same page, man. This one, Voiceless. Another piece inspired by black people, black women, and also music. I feel for a long time we've been like the driving force behind entertainment and more specifically music. And a lot of times our voices, they get overlooked. So you done got this new generation where they got to overly sexualize themselves and expose themselves for exposure rather than using the gifts and talents that God blessed them with. You know, so that's what that represents right there. My last piece that I got here, called this Chaotic Bliss, man. It's just a representation of everything, you know, we see out here in society, man. Everything that we're driven by. If you would have to pay close attention to see everything that's in here. But with an abstract vibe, I added, it's a lot of symbolism in this. It's a lot of symbolism in this, man. You know, from representation of being on the edge. You got a guy there about to jump, and you got a guy that's holding on. We got one of our biggest distractions today, man, social media and all of those things. This guy, it's a bunch, man. It's a whole lot going on up here. And this guy right here, he's just in the middle of it all. That guy right there, he represents me, he represents you, he represents the person that's trying to stay grounded in the mix of all the chaos. You know what I'm saying? So.
Have you ever sold a piece that you wanted back or you didn't want to sell?
Absolutely. Sold quite a few pieces that I'll be like, I wish I could have that one back. I can't say one specifically that kind of stands out, but if I go down my list, and not even that I went back. Early on, I think, in selling art, you know, you're just trying to give people prices and you just trying to, you know, that you think they're going to be able to afford, you're just trying to get it out there. And then, you know, so I let a couple pieces go that I think for less than what I believe they were worth. But in hindsight, as long as it's worth, if it means something to the person that actually bought it and it brings some type of peace and comfort to their home, then I think it was worth it because I'm gonna continue to create, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't made my best piece yet, I know that.
That was my next question that you said that. Have you ever been like scared that the person wouldn't take care of it or wouldn't put it in a proper place?
All the time, like, I used to have dogs, and like the worst fear we had dogs, you sell a puppy or something, it's like, man, are they gonna take care of it? It's the same thing. I wish I could inspect the home, but one thing I can say is the people that support me are good people. I believe that they will appreciate the art. That's the only reason they buy it, you know what I'm saying? And I do this for me. When I sit down and I create, it's like I don't think about you, I don't think about anybody else. It's strictly for me. So when you actually see something in it that you like, even down to the point where you're willing to go in your pocket, I know you'll appreciate it. I know you'll take care of this. But you know, early on that was definitely a concern that I had. So, but hey man, I don't care where you at, man. You wanna buy some art, you come out at me, man. I ain't turning nobody down. I would like you to take care of it because it's probably gonna be worth a lot more money in the future. You're gonna make more off of it than what you paid for it, trust me.
Hey, I am at Art Unframed on 2300 West 4th Street, here at the CAAT Center on the 2nd floor. And honestly, one of my favorite pieces are these two right here. I really love them because of how vibrant and detailed they are. They really speak in a different way of energy. So I gravitate towards them very much because of how bright and inspirational they are. It's not often that we see a lot of paintings whereas though you have a young male mimicking an older male. So that really stood out the best. And a lot of the vibrant colors on this one in detail, it's like you can create your own perspective when it comes to these paintings before you even hear the story behind the painting. So just that being able to tell me the story without having to say anything, these speak out the most. They're very inspirational and modern.
Piece right here, I was inspired by a song called Fast Life by Coogee Rap and Nas. And this highlights what they talk about in the song. So those two rappers, they're basically praising and highlighting the benefits of the fast life, but they don't talk about the downside of it. So this piece was to be is to me was a spin on that song. So just like how they highlight the things of the fast life, to me, I talk about the downfall of it. How you have two guys standing on the corner and it leads to death, which is why I have the blood everywhere. It leads to you being locked up in jail, and everything that you're hustling for, the chains, the shoes, the cars, is going to depreciate in value. So you're basically risking your life illegally to gain things that's going to depreciate in value instead of choosing legacy over luxury. Now, with that, you're focusing more about stocks, real estate, bonds, artwork, things that's going to appreciate and it's going to bring you value and success, as opposed to things that's not going to matter 10 to 15 years from now. So with this, I want to try something new. That's why I have like the mixed media. So I use old newspaper clippings, and between that and also having an abstract background, those are two things that was new to me that I didn't use before, that I do want to start using moving forward. But the color scheme, it as I said, it represents like the fire, because bold. The colors are bold, they're bright, they're attentive. So when you think of somebody who has that hustle and that drive in them, you think of the bright colors, as opposed to something that's like blue or purple that's more down and more laxed. The difference is they're looking to build in a positive way, they're building in a negative way. But to do both, you have to have these qualities in the sense, like you have to have ambition to want to go out and make your money. That's going to bring the power. That's going to show that you have hustle because you out there every day, but that's illegal. This, you're focusing more on how I can elevate in a positive sense. How can I be somebody that people can look up to, and how can I give back to my community, as opposed to that where, yeah, you're making the money, but you're poisoning the community. And it fast ain't forever, because this lifestyle is going to lead to either death, jail, or you being paranoid, looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. So with this also correlates with both of those, because as I said, these words are what young boys should instill in them. But this is a compliment to this piece right here, because it's focusing more on the positives and trying to be a positive role model. Like how the boys looked up to his dad, because young boys, they're going to focus on what people are doing around them. Like at this age, you're a sponge, you're going to soak everything up. So you're looking at what's going to bring the most value to you. Some boys see that all the way over there, the fast life, and think, I want to grow up and do that, even though that's not really the best lifestyle to live. Some are going to look at a more positive role model and say, hey, this is the path I want to walk down. And then for this one, since this is a woman, I think the lifestyle conversation with this is, I think that women, they focus too much on other people's validation. They focus on other people's opinions instead of just walking in their own beauty, walking in their own energy, and realizing that I don't need no other validation. Like, I know I'm pretty, I know I have a lot of stuff going on. Let me just focus on that. Like, and that's one thing I can say about men and women, is that men, we focus more on what we think about ourselves. We don't really care too much about what other people have to say. And I'm not saying there's the women that don't do that either, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go into. But basically, this is women being content with themselves. And I think that they don't need all of this stuff that they earn from men to feel complete. I got into merch earlier this year. I realized, because I want to have a variety of different things going on. I want to have, like, not everybody wants to have a piece hanging up on their wall. Some people may want to wear it instead. Some people may want to have it framed and have it on their dresser or on their wall. So the merch, I think, was a good idea, and I'm starting to see a lot of success from the merch too, because it's something that people can grab and go, and they can get as many of it as they want, as opposed to the paintings where once it goes, it goes. So I want everybody to have a different experience of my art, whether it's an original piece or if it's wearable art or if it's a digital print.
Now let me ask you something. Have you ever sold a piece that you wanted back? Or have you ever sold a piece that you never wanted to resell?
Yes. It was a piece that I had of this, and I liked the way it turned out, and it resonated with me because in this piece you see the boy, he's smoking, and he's basically using the blunt to be lit from his broken heart. Now, I don't smoke. That's not me. I don't smoke, but I have had my heart broken before. So understanding like where that comes from, where the pain stems from, it was something that resonated with me because I could see myself being this, like the boy I see is myself when I was younger and I had my heart broken. So when somebody bought that piece, like, it was bittersweet because I like the fact that somebody else can experience that piece and have it hung up in their household, but at the same time, like, dang, it was a piece that kind of spoke to me. It was personal. So that was a conflict that I had before. But the reason why I do my style like this in particular is because it's something that, like, when you see it, you know it, it's familiar to you. And I think this kind of breaks the laws of what art is supposed to be. A lot of people think art is supposed to be realism and traditional and whatnot, but to me, art comes in all different forms and manners and whatnot. So I wanna prove to the art world that you can still be successful making art that's cartoony, that's graffiti-like, that derives from hip hop. And I think that, art is subjective. Art can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be locked to a set of rules or a set of standards that was placed centuries ago. I think personally, this art, and plus it's familiar, is what people will gravitate towards too, because they've seen it before. So this will help them transition into the art world.
Hello everyone, we are at the Art Unframed Galleries reopening. We are located at 2300 West 4th Street here in Chester, Pennsylvania. We are excited to have this opening today where we're selling art, t-shirts, they're selling pocketbooks, just excited that we are having a phenomenal evening. We know a lot is happening, in the town and around. It's homecoming, all that, but people still showed up and showed out for these artists. So we are grateful. Thank you. We don't take this for granted. We know how important your time is. We know how important your finances is. So for you guys to come and buy this art and these objects for them, we say thank you. We humbly say thank you.
Okay, so I go by Hermosa Rosa, which means beautiful rose, and I do custom handbags. So right here you see these are my handbags here. I do a lot of line art and expression and storytelling in my art. So each custom handbag is different. None of them are the same. They're all different sizes. Then I have magnets here. And I have custom bucket hats, which you can also place your favorite sports team. And then I have, this is my latest piece. It's called A Couple of Neon Lights, and it is done by acrylic and spray paint.
Okay, what inspired this piece right here?
So this piece was inspired by, it was supposed to represent a couple like out in the town having fun on a date. And it's supposed to represent like fluorescent lights, very uplifting and just like fluidity, because a lot of my art, like I said, I do like line art, which is a continuous line. So I wanted something that just explained or just displayed that, like being out in the town and happy. So.
Oh yeah, that's what that gave me. Like,
yes, like New York. Yeah, like New York, Times Square kind of vibes. Yeah, so I wanted to capture that.
I do it.
May wants to say hi. This is my daughter, May. She's also an artist. She does some collaboration pieces with me. Say hi in it.
Hi. Hi.
I am an Eagles fan. Go Birds. So these are custom bucket hats. You can get your favorite sports team. You can place an order. They're going for $25. And then I also have magnets here, which have my custom line art pieces. These are done by the paintings that I had on display, and so I just copied them, made them into magnets.
Have you ever sold an art piece that you wanted back or you didn't want to sell?
Yes, I do form a lot of attachments to my pieces, so I feel as though I have a few of them. So I can't think of one in particular right now, but I do know that it's like a few of them out there that, you know, I'm happy that they're in new homes though, and they're being on display, but I definitely have attachments to them. I've been doing art since I was a little girl. When my mom passed away at 9 years old, her name was Rose, and I wanted to dedicate something to her because art became a positive outlet for me and something that I could express myself and feel like I had a safe space to run to and express my emotions. So that's where this stemmed from, and I started my business in 2017. And I named it Beautiful Rose just because I wanted to express like femininity, womanhood, and just paying homage to my mom. So that's where all the roses come in, and that has become just like a trademark.
Oh, you designed that something.
Yeah, it's based on a painting called Hold My Hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Hold My Hand, the original painting, it was around like 2011. And so maybe another time you'll see like a print of it or the original.
So what inspired that piece?
What inspired this piece was like two teenagers, like after school, they were writing together in their notebooks and doing their homework, but then they start sharing their poetry and their thoughts. And there's a whole like city background behind them, and they're holding each other's hands because they're connecting and they're sharing the vision of their dreams. This piece,
you have a lot of hands in it.
yes. This is called Hands Across Borders, and this piece I did in 2015, and it's in response to the administration, the Trump administration, implementing ICE and deportation